Welcome to another great episode of TeeMacTV. If I don't see you, you see me. Here on TeeMacTV, here on this episode, we have not only just some of Philadelphia's funniest comedians, we have some of Philadelphia's great musician talents here on today. Me as a musician myself, I embrace music. And as for stated, here on TeeMacTV, we don't just showcase comedy, we showcase all different kinds of talent, arts and crafts, whatever it is you do. You can tap dance, you can play the tambourine, you can play the washboard, but sit back and relax. We have a great show, we have some great comics, and we have great music in store for you. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. We are back here on TeeMacTV, where if I don't see you, you see me. I have with me here one of Philadelphia's most busiest guy I know. I've known this guy. He's been busy since the day I've met him. He's been just blazing stages all over Philadelphia, not only just in Philadelphia, all over the tri-state area as well. You know him, I know him, comedian Top Flight.
Hey, how y'all feeling? Y'all good out there? Y'all all right? That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm a single father. I'm a single father of 3 children, right? I have my kids, so I got full custody of them, right? So now that I have them, I'm learning more about them. Like, I'm learning that my kids are disrespectful. You ever had your kids say something highly intelligent, then turn around and disrespect you after they say something highly intelligent? My son just got out of pull-ups. Now, I'm happy I don't got to buy them anymore because they like $32.13 for a 12-pack. It's crazy, right? So the other day, my son said, "Dad, I have to pee-pee." So I said, all right. So I take him to the bathroom, sir. He's doing his thing, right? Now, I see him peeing. Now, I got to pee, right? It was a father-son moment. He was on his side. I was on mine. This is where the highly intelligent kick in. He said, "Dad, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Sure, son." He said, "Dad, is it true the older you get, the bigger?" Yeah. You see where I'm going, right? This is where the disrespectful kick in. His little smart behind going, look down at mines, look at his, look back at mines and say, "Dad, are me and you the same age? Because yours is the same size as mine." I said, "That's how you feel?" I turned to his direction. I peeked right on him, sir. Nah, I'm playing. You look like a social worker or something. You be done get me. Seriously, this different stuff I go through. Like, I've been single. I've been by myself for 3 years. Forget y'all. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. Y'all supposed to say, "Oh," something, you know. But it's the different stuff that I've learned with relationships. Like, y'all probably going to think I'm crazy, but I miss arguing. And you probably like, why would you miss that? Because everybody in here once upon a time has had what I call the makeup love, right? Everybody had makeup love once upon a time. But there's certain stuff when you argue that happens that I don't like. Like, I hate when you argue and you get in your car to take a drive just to clear your head. Why is it every song on the radio be about you and your relationship? Ain't that crazy? It ain't just me. That happened to you too. I'm just saying, when I was in a relationship, you know, I got in the car to take a drive. You know, I turned the radio on. Neo come on talking about maybe this decision was a mistake. You be like, wait a minute, is he talking to me? Then you try to get creative and turn the station, and it's the old school joint of the day, or one of these new songs, like that new song that just come on. Why am I so emotional? You be like, wait a minute, he talking to me, and then all of a sudden you start crying. Oh, won't you stay with me? Different stuff. Like, I got creative one day. I said, you know what? I ain't got to take this. I turned to the gospel station. I said, ain't no way in the world, sir, the gospel station going to play along with what I'm going through. Boy, was I wrong. I turned the gospel station on. It was like, We fall down, but we get up. I said, this is crazy. Unacceptable. These are the different things that I go through. Like my daughter, she hurt my feelings the other day. She made me feel old, sir. She did. She made me feel old. We were watching a scary movie. She said, Dad, we're going to sit and watch a scary movie. So I said, all right, cool. So we watched Scary Movie 3. Now, I realized at that moment of time, I'm getting up there in age. And you probably like, why you feel that way? Because think about it. Back in my era, the scary movies were scary, right? The theme music alone let you knew something was getting ready to happen. Remember Jason? You be like, the white girl don't stand a chance. He going to get her. Remember that? Remember Michael Myers? Remember that? You knew something was getting ready to happen. Like, remember Jaws? When you hear that theme music, you knew, get out that water. You know, it'd be like, dun-na, dun-na. Y'all laughing. I ain't take a bath for 6 months after watching Jaws. I was like, I'm not getting that water ever again. Even the games back in my era let you knew it was going down. If you ever played this game, you understand something was getting ready to happen. Remember the game Super Mario Brothers? When it come on, that theme music kick right in, right? It start off and it be like, boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Remember when he would break the bricks? Bong. Remember when he would break the bricks and then get the coins and be like, pew, pew, pew. Remember when he turned Puerto Rican? Y'all don't remember that. He turned Puerto Rican when he got that star and he started turning colors and the theme music changed. He get the star, it be like dun 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 dun. Hey y'all, I'm Top Flight. I appreciate y'all for laughing. Keep supporting T-Mac Show.
Give it up for comedian Top Flight, y'all. Give it up for comedian Top Flight. See, I gotta explain to my viewers and my watcher why this is special. Why this is a special guest for me. When I started doing comedy back in 2009, there was this young light-skinned brother in the audience, and he seen me, and he came up to me and he told me, he said, "Man, listen, man, you got the potential, man. You know, just clean your act up, man." And you know, pretty much the moral of the story is he motivated me to keep going because after that night of my epic bombing, if it wasn't for this brother, I wouldn't have came back and gave comedy a second chance. So this guest here is special. Comedian Top Flight, what it is, brother? What's up, brother?
You weren't supposed to tell that story, man. You were supposed to say, I killed it that night. You were supposed to be like, man, you supposed to do the stomp and everything.
Right. What it is, man. Welcome to T-Mac TV Top Flight. How you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Good. Tell my audience about you, man. You no stranger, man. Tell my audience about you, man.
I'm a comedian here in Philly. I've been doing it, as he said, 2010. So I got about 5 years in. Just been enjoying life and making people laugh along the way. So, like anything in life, comedy has its ups and downs. So
Definitely.
You just take the good with the bad and you just keep it going, and you have good people around you. And people like yourself. So, you know, when you meet good people, and not only did I motivate you, you motivate me. You doing it big. You got a studio. Y'all should have seen the green room. He got lunch meat and everything. It's like, yes.
Cut it out, man. Hey, man, listen, it's just funny, man, because, you know, every time I see Top Flight, man, I think about the many stages that we've actually shared together, man. And I can honestly say, I look back on the many flyers that I'm on, and this brother, he's on half of them, man. And you know, not only just that, he's doing this thing all over, man. You was with remember we did the show at the 4040 Club.
4040.
That was a big thing. We were like one of the first Philadelphia comedians to rock out there, man, and just many other places, man. And when I seen you, Top, your energy was always on 100. How do you keep that up, man? How do you keep your energy up on 100 while you're on stage?
I'm just an energetic comedian. I mean, comedy, there's many different levels to it. There's no one particular thing. So I believe in the people feed off of what you give them. So if you give an energy, they'll give it back. And you'll just feed off of each other's energy. So not saying that nobody's style is better than the other. Comedy has many different levels. And there's many different ways and different approaches that you can take. And I've learned what works for me is being a high energetic comedian. So that's been my motto since day one is just
just
coming
go.
with that aggression.
Right, just go. Yeah, man. And you've always been the same way since I've met you. You know, way back when, man. And we were doing just the small local bars, man. You know, I mean, and you always kept telling me, man, don't make a difference. Just always have your face in place. Always have your face in place. So, you know, I actually owe a lot of things to you, man, because you know you and a few other Philly cats, you know, Nate the landlord, you know, you guys kept motivating me, man. And one thing I've always noticed and I love about you is that you always been a good mentor.
Right.
You know, you always been for the people, and you do a lot. You do a lot for the people. I seen on Facebook you have the basketball thing coming up.
Yeah.
The annual basketball thing. Please tell TeeMacTV about the basketball thing.
Well, I'll start from the beginning. I'm a single father of 3 children. I have all 3 children. My youngest son, his name is Eli. He's autistic. So I started doing research and started finding out different things about autism and autistic kids. So when I started finding out different things, me and his mother, we took him to St. Chris Hospital. That's where he was getting his treatment.
Right.
So the more I found out, the more involved I wanted to get. So with that, and me being a comedian, I'm like, how can I incorporate the two? So I just was sitting home one day and I'm like, I don't want to do a show, or we can do a show with anything. So what is it that's going on around the world that's not going on here? And a friend of mine's another comedian from New York. He hit me up and was like, yo, we're doing a basketball game. We're doing the comedians and the promoter basketball game. Right. And then that's when the light bulb went off. And I was like, well, we don't have that here. So why not take that and then I can implement it into the autism awareness, so all the funds that come from that particular game all goes into the donation that we give to St. Chris.
Right, because I played in one of the games. I scored like 30.
No.
I scored like 30. No. You remember?
I do remember you playing. I will give you that, but I don't.
I scored like 30, but that's either here nor there. I had like 30, y'all. T-Mac, I had like 30. I was starting guard, pushing the rock up. Y'all should have seen me. I was bow-legged and everything, but we don't get into that.
Yeah, you was guarding the Gatorade.
Yeah, man. So, Top, I mean, I know you're a very busy man. I mean, where can we find you at next? I know you got a lot coming up, man. You've been just rocking stages all over.
I mean, well, I got right now all my focus has been on the basketball game because August 16th, it'll be my 4th year doing it.
Right.
So I've been putting my energy into that. But past that, right now, as we speak, tomorrow I'll be going to Atlanta.
Right.
I'll be in Atlanta, and then after that, I'm doing a cruise.
Doing a cruise.
I'm going to the Bahamas.
Right.
So hey, look.
Y'all got to be about that cruise life. Listen, T-Mac, he had the chance to get on one, and I had fun.
I seen the pictures.
You seen the pictures? Oh man, yeah. Shout outs to Carnival Pride Cruise too. Yeah. I had a good time on Carnival Pride. I got the chance to perform on air. And that's a whole nother story too.
Yeah.
But get that cruise life, get your cruise.
Hey man, it's big. And like I said, just with me chasing a dream, I had no idea that these things would happen. Like even with, and I'll tell you this little story. I got a passport. My first stamp on my passport came from me doing comedy.
Right. See?
So just, you know, if there's anything that you believe in yourself and you dream it, go out and make it happen. It's just that simple.
And I just was getting ready to ask you, you know, before you get out of here, man, you know, because you're a great motivator and you're a great speaker to the people. Tell any up and coming comics that want to get in the game. Tell them what it is. Tell them, can you give them any advice right now?
Believe in yourself. That's always number 1.
Right.
Number 2, you can accomplish anything. And number 3, learn how to accept failure. When you learn how to accept failure, everything else is easy. Because you're going to fail. You have to fail in order to succeed. So there's been plenty of times where I've bombed and I've been called every name under the book, and you know a whole bunch of the stories. But one thing about me that never changed is me being me, my personality, and I don't care what nobody say about me. When I get that mic in my hand, everything goes away, all the pain and aggravation. So just stick with it. And anything, if you want to be a colorer, be the best colorer, stay in the lines and all that.
Right. There you have it, y'all. Comedian Top Flight, TeeMacTV. Where I see you, you see me. Peace out, signing out. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We'll be right back with more TeeMacTV. Start clapping right now. Put your hands together for the hilarious, the comical, Mr. Greg Lynn.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Oh my God, is this mic live? Is the cameras on me? Is this okay? We're good. All right. Tell you one thing. With this kind of lighting in this studio, not one filter, and as pale as I am, this is a white-on-white crime if I ever saw one. Oh my God. We couldn't have some green in here, make me look at least a little alien. My God, I'm so pale. There's no way facial expressions are showing up on this camera. There's no way. People are going to be watching at home and be like, oh my God, the T-Mac show is featuring the ghost of an Asian lesbian. This is amazing. Oh, God, help me, man. You'll find out later I'm a much better guitar player than a comedian. But anyway, I don't know if you guys, 50 Shades of Grey, man. I'm going to jump right into this. That book, biggest selling book of all time. Housewives, getting their own private time with that book. It's the cleanest way I can describe that. The thing is, though, I accidentally bought the Mormon version, One Shade of White. Yeah, it's just a pamphlet. Mitt Romney shows up. I was like, woo! I know, it's crazy. Thing is, though, I know it's kind of funny because, because Mormons, what was that with the Mormon joke? Mormons kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Discourage. They discourage interracial marriage, I know. And they're building a church in West Philly, I know. Okay, but thing is, though, the thing about 50 Shades of Grey is we got to remember, the woman who wrote it, she simply took Twilight, right, and she got rid of the vampires. That's all she did. It's the same book, no vampires. That gives me the right to write my own book of 50 Shades of Grey, my own copy of 50 Shades of Grey. But I'm going to get rid of the money, right? It's going to be the same book. A girl gets tied down and tortured in a secret room, but the guy's broke. I want to call the book Craigslist. That's all I'm saying right now. But I am married. I know, and by the way, I have no kids. You're welcome, society. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, really, because you don't want me spawning the walking, living Satan. Anyway, being married 9 years, people ask me if I ever learned anything. You ever learned anything? Being married, I'm just gonna give these cameramen some work tonight. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's like Ron Williams and Carson back in '79. Anyway, only without the coke. Oh no. But have I learned anything? Being married for 9 years, And I have learned some stuff. Like, here's an example. When you're home alone watching group sex pornography, all right, look, you ever notice there's always that one girl that's not into it? She's not like 100%. You know what I'm saying? This guy knows what I'm talking about. He knows way more than what I'm talking about. It's all right. Your cards are on the table. It's okay. We're all friends here. And there's always the one girl who's not into it. It's really hard to spot because it's really quick. It's the girl who nervously looks at the camera and then realizes she shouldn't look at the camera, like basically like this. Right there. There it is. Oh my God, it's like a married man's Where's Waldo. I swear to God. It's like, oh, there she is. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about brand loyalty. Nobody talks about this, but I will, because that's the kind of show this is. Jordan, the strongest brand, in my opinion, ever. Really. People risk their rent and jail time over sneakers, a company's products. With that kind of brand loyalty, why are they not expanding, right? I'm talking about Jordan tampons, right? For that time of the month when you're wearing your Bulls away jersey. But anyway, I'm going to wrap you guys up with one more, we're good to go. I saw this in the news recently. It's really shocking and horrible. But the Rachel Dolezal, whatever her name is, the woman who identifies as African American, video footage has surfaced of her using the N-word. Even more shocking, she was immediately offered a starting position with the Eagles. My name is Greg Lynn. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Welcome back to T-Mac TV. I have with me here my special guest, comedian Greg Lynn. Give it up for comedian Greg Lynn.
Very special.
Very special. Welcome to the T-Mac TV show, man. How are you, man?
I'm not bad at all. Not bad at all. Thank you for having me on here. Really, seriously.
Not a problem, man. Listen, I had to have you, man, because You're hilarious, man. You're hilarious in the comedy game, man. You're hilarious.
I guess. Thank you. I'm just insane, really.
So explain to my audience, man, how long you been doing comedy, Greg?
See, this is where things get depressing and sad. I'd say about 2004. Like, no. I wish I could lie and say, well, 2005, 2010, I'm fresh at this. No. Right. I started a long time ago when Helium opened.
Right.
So I'm old. I'm older. I look a lot younger than I am. I'm 39. I'm 30. Really pale that avoids the sun also doesn't crack. So I am a lot older than I look, and I dress a lot younger than I am. I dress like I'm a 12-year-old. Right. So it's okay. But yeah.
So, listen, as my audience can already see, you are a very animated person. Explain your style of comedy, man.
My style of comedy is, that kind of sounds funny. I don't know. I like, I try to throw in some social. I was, on some really obtuse way, when I was growing up in the 80s and such, I remember Public Enemy being really influential on me because of the public, like the social consciousness. I've always been I always liked the socially conscious artists, Richie Havens, Bob Dylan, guys that, and so when it comes to approaching a joke, I like to bring in some kind of a lesson and a social comment, like my Rachel Dolezal joke. Right. How she got a starting position with the Eagles. Yeah. There's like a funny. There's an underscoring social issue there. So I try. It doesn't always work. But I always like that kind of stuff because anyone can get on stage and just say filthy stuff. But if you can say filthy stuff and it's actually based, I try. I fail a lot, but I try. Right, and also extremely hyperactive. I'm sure I probably should have gone to a shrink a long time. I'm undiagnosed something. I don't know what I am.
Just undiagnosed
I'm sure.
something.
I got laid off, but my last job I had, they had a free psych, like a free psych evaluation, like this was all secret and whatever. Yeah, secret mind. Right. But I should have taken them up on it just to see what could I be classified as. Right. But yeah, no, I've been a musician for 22 years. Right. And,
we're going to definitely touch bases on that, man.
Yeah, and I was in a cover band for about 7 years. Like Top Flight was saying about, achieving goals. Unlike comedy, being in a band bought me my first house.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of cool. Like being able to perform on the weekends, I saved up my money for 2 years.
Right.
While I lived off my day job and I didn't touch the band money for 2 years, and I had enough of a down payment where I could make one offer. If anybody had any more money, I was out.
Right. So now, are you more comfortable as being a comedian, or are you more comfortable as being a musician?
I'm more comfortable as a musician because you can make mistakes and the drummer or the keyboard player might cover up for you. Right. As a comedian, I think I enjoy doing comedy more because of the adrenaline rush. Like, it's just you and a mic, and you mess up like I did a couple times. Yeah. It's just you. If you're in a band with, bass, singer, drummer, and you're a guitar player, you could probably flub a note or two and probably get away with it. Unless you're in the James Brown band, then you're screwed because he'll just fine you $5, $5. I'd be bankrupt 3 gigs in. I'll tell you that. Right. But so I've been one who's always been about variety and music, comedy. I also have an art degree.
Gotcha.
I've done murals, and I now started a business where I'm selling hot sauce in gun stores. So right now I have 120 bottles in a pawn shop in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is my first sale. Yeah, just getting started because I lost my job and my parents have a hot sauce business.
Cool.
So I thought I'd expand it without having to rent a store. So I'd try and sell it into actual stores. Cool. Yeah.
So comedy-wise, man, because I think the last time me and you, because you just went off on the whole here.
Well, yes.
But comedy-wise, man, the last time me and you performed, we did the Reef gig.
Oh wow, yeah, the Reeve gig. Yeah, that was
Reeve
there.
gig,
Yeah.
the improv comedy.
Is that the one where I lip sync?
Yeah. And I seen, I said, God, this guy, he's very energetic, man, and you know, he's hilarious, and we've been great friends ever since then, man. And that was just maybe about like last summer sometimes, but we've been great friends ever since then. And now to talk on the music side of things, you know, before we wrap things up. You are an excellent guitarist.
All right. I'm all right.
Excellent guitarist. He's an excellent guitarist, by the way, for my viewers watching. Everybody know T-Mac, I play the drums. He's a guitarist. He's excellent on the guitar, man. Well, how'd you get into that? How'd you get up into the strings?
True story. My family also owns an ice cream parlor.
Cool.
And this is back in 1992 or so. An employee a woman that worked for my parents, her fiance killed a guy. Buried him in the, this all leads up to guitar. Right. Buried him in the driveway. They found the body 2 days later. Anyway, long story short, he sells all this stuff for lawyer fees and whatever. Yellow Ninja motorcycle,
right?
Bass guitar amp. I'm sitting there playing Sega Genesis, you know, and my brother comes walking in and says, "Hey, let's buy the murderer's guitar."
Right.
I had nothing to do that summer, so yeah, why not? So my dad forked over the $100, and my dad said, well, if they don't play it, I can always sell it and get my $100 back, so whatever. So he showed us a couple chords, and that was about 22, 23 years ago, and yeah, and really, if not for a 45 automatic emptying into a guy's head, I really wouldn't be playing guitar. Yeah,
right. Wow.
But granted, that's how I got started. But I wanted to play guitar ever since I saw Eddie Van Halen in the Hot for Teacher video when he's walking on the library table.
Right.
It's weird, which is kind of weird because like it might ask questions about myself because you got hot girls in bikinis in that video and all that kind of stuff, and my interest is the guy walking on the library table and not the bikini girls. You know, something might be going on there. I'm not 100% sure. I remember I just thought that was the coolest thing. Like, this guy's in a library and he's cranking an electric guitar, and I was like, that is the greatest thing ever. I want to do that. And when I was in a cover band, I walked on the bars. Because it was kind of a tribute full circle to when I was a kid at 8 years old or 6 years old, you know.
Tell any up and coming comics or any up and coming musicians.
Sure.
Give them any advice, man. Give it to them, man.
Oh, definitely. It's easy. Up and coming comics, don't do what I do. That's a real easy one. You know, basically, I'm like Mickey Mantle. His last words at a press conference. I am a role model. Don't be like me. Whatever I've done comedically, just do the opposite. You'll be on Comedy Central in 2 years.
Did you have it, y'all? Comedian Greg Lynn, comedian T-Macaroni, T-Mac TV. Please stay tuned, keep watching. Also, if you didn't get a chance to watch the episode, go to my website, check my website out, TeeMacTV.com, where you can see all episodes of T-Mac and his guests, all behind the scenes footage. And please leave something in the bio. Let me know, leave something in the guest book. Let me know that you checked the page out. So that's, once again, if you didn't catch the show, go check me out on my webpage. That's TeeMacTV.com. That's TeeMacTV.com. Y'all hear me? I'm starting on my words. TeeMacTV.com. Peace out.